Hey guys, it's Shar from Shar's Fashion Nation. I had started to do this video for you guys, and I'm not going to rip all this back out, just to restart it. So, when I came back in to do this, I started doing a line of single crochet. I think we all know what happened in my video that I was just starting back up for you guys. So when it came back to this part, when I get back over to this part, you know, I skipped one with a single crochet, and then that was to pull the hat in just slightly for that part. Now we're just going to do single crochet all the way around. I may not stop this video after that. How about that? How about that for the people messing with my laptop right now? How about that? I may just go ahead and make another long video. How about that? But anyway, maybe Google didn't like the fact that I was telling the truth about the COPPA law. And they copped an attitude. Okay, like I was trying to say in that video, the Federal Trade Commission is not coming after we creators. The Federal Trade Commission is only regulating Google themselves, the actual company. They're not coming after us for money. They've only gone after them for money because they did a giant flu-boo. You know, Google owns YouTube. Google messed up. Steve Jobs told the owners of Google, if you want to do anything to make this anything, you know, if you want to make something of this to make it great and go somewhere, you know, or go somewhere with this, make it great. And what he meant by that was don't mess it up. So if Steve Jobs was alive right now, he'd probably smack him in the head and ask him, what is wrong with you? Like, oi, what is wrong with you? He probably would. Anyway, like I was saying before, my previous one for this mysteriously poof and vanished. I know it'll return later, by the way. I will put a link to the social media lawyer that has some inside information for us that lets you know the truth. Oh, please pay attention to it. Oh, it's going to make you feel so much better. That's why I'm in a better mood, other than the fact that I ate my leftovers. Oh, those were so good. No, like sometimes food is better the next day. It was good on the first day, but it was even better the next day. Oh my gosh. And when you're on a budget and you buy specific foods and you can make food taste like it's from a 5-star restaurant or better. Tastes like rich people food, but you're not rich. Anyway. So yeah, apparently this whole COPPA law thing was just to scare the mass. Just to scare the masses. And I think that's really and seriously wrong of Google/YouTube to do to we creators. I mean, they were trying to force YouTube to be children's only content only. But where's that fair to we adults? That's not fair to us all. Then what do we have? Nothing? Nothing. Nothing. So now that you know this, that according to the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, they are not coming after us. They're only going after Google/YouTube. They're not coming after we creators. So that's why I'm going to leave a link in the description box for you guys. Oh my gosh, makes me feel like a weight's been lifted. So those of you taking a break, you take your break, take a breath, collect yourselves, and decide if you really want to come back, because they're always pulling something. They're always pulling something on us. We all know this. They're always pulling something. They're shady. They're shady. Because we do not have to mark any of our content according to federal regulations. We do not have to mark our content the way they have it. That was not the way that the Federal Trade Commission put it down in writing. No, it is not. So, as some people try to feed you bits and pieces, I'm trying to feed you the whole thing. Not trying to give you no 7-course dinner, you know? Trying to feed you all this info all at once. The dessert to it is you get to stay up on YouTube. That's the dessert factor. Yeah, that's the dessert factor to this. Who in the heck? I'm not answering that. People are going to have to wait. I'm not losing this video. So, yeah, I'm almost around to here, and then we do one more round, or I mean, we don't have to do one more round of just single crochet. We can switch that back to a double crochet and just do a single ribbing, which would also look nice. I think we'll do that. I think that would look nice. But, you know, change up our patterning in this whenever we want. This hat is made, you know, the patterning is made for anyone, really. And you don't necessarily have to make this the bottom. You can make this the top and then make this the bottom, and it's kind of like a brim, but I choose this part to be the top because it's looser and you know, gives your scalp area to breathe. And I think I know that was like going, dang. It was my Knights Templar, my Knights Templar Grandmaster. Like, we keep in contact on a daily, basically. And we have subject topics. Like I said, we just take this around. And now we're to the back again. And I should, like, take this one back one. Okay, yes. Now we're right here on the back. And so we're just going to take this. We're going to go back through this hole. And then we're going to do that 1 through 2 through 2. Okay, and now remember, we're just doing this in a double crochet in a single hole. 1, 2, and 2. Take it over to the next one. Yep, I did a flea boot. Go 1, 2, and 2. 1, 2, and 2. Like I said, this will make a nice ribbing effect. 1, 2, and 2. And on the other round, when we come back around on this, we'll actually take it over one. When we come back to this part of it, we'll like take it over and then continue some steps until we come to the very top of that. And I always like doing certain patterning techniques when it comes down to hats, because every hat should be unique by itself, just like every person is unique. So when I do a hat, I like it to be as unique as an individual. You know what I mean? And if I decide that I don't particularly like this one on me, I may just give it away. You know, like after it's done, if I decide I don't like it on me, I might just give it away. But eventually I have to make me some winter stuff too. I make a lot of stuff for other people, but I eventually got to start making stuff for myself, you know? Like my pajamas, Juliet had been the only one that spoke up about, you know, what to do with the Ghastly Night fabric, and that's why I had made those pajamas from that fabric entitled A Ghastly Night. She gave a lot of good creative ideas. Creativity doesn't just lie in children. Creativity is instilled in all of us. Doesn't matter your age. You have to be creative in order to do this. I'll tell you that much. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I had to blow my nose. You didn't need to see that. So, like I said, we're just doing 1 double crochet in each. And also, again, we all crochet different. I didn't used to crochet like this until I watched Spider Fiber. Now, I know Spider Fiber's worried about this COPPA loss, so is Ace of Clay, and everybody else. My friend Diego from Starman, that is the name of his channel. I have to get like the numbers off of it. I think it, yeah, I'm not going to mess that up. I'm not going to fluboo the name of his channel, but you know, Will Dillon, he collects Transformers, and it's because those toys, some of those are rare, and it doesn't necessarily mean that that's for kids. There's a lot of adults that collect collector's item toys, if that makes any sense to you. Yeah, if that makes any sense to you at all. So, like I said, patterning in what we make. You can see that. And this is starting to just slightly tug it in. It's slightly tugging it in. And then because when we get to certain points on garments that we actually make, I have to finish making my cardigan. Now, my cardigan is a lot different than what Juliet made. She did a beautiful job on her cardigan. Oh my gosh. She was trying to figure out if she wanted to make the sleeves longer. I actually like it the way it is, because you can put any long sleeve shirt under it, or basically any shirt under it. I mean, basically a cardigan is something you just like wear at the office or around the house. You know, you're going shopping, you don't want to wear something heavy, wear a cardigan. Oh, look at this beautiful lavender. I'm trying to figure out, do I want to put that aside or let it ombre into this hat? Or do I want to go with a different shade? See, that's a hard decision with this. That is a very hard decision. See, and for you guys, you're not really seeing the purple. You're actually seeing what looks like a blue. And that's sad. So I'm trying to decide here what I want to do with this. Yeah, pretty much. I might go ahead and let it ombre. Let's ombre. Why not? We only live once, although I've been dead 4 times. So I guess I live longer. Live long and prosper. But hey, I'm here for a reason. Death don't want me. Not until I'm old. But like I said, you guys, when I watched that video, I was like, you know what? Hey, what am I doing? Oh, okay, yeah. I'm brain farting because, like, I'm excited to the fact that the social media lawyer brought that to attention, and like, I'm so excited that I can bring you his link. And oh my gosh, yeah, I'm excited about that. Heck yeah. Oh my gosh. The things that YouTube does just to hide stuff, you know, Google/YouTube, the things that they do, oh my gosh. Does that not make you wonder? I mean, they're in our phones, okay? They're in our laptops. They're on every social media platform that we're on. So they're the basic conglomerate company of apps. Even though you may not think that they actually are. So let's put it this way. They're kind of like the Umbrella Corporation. Welcome to the Umbrella Corporation, where we will totally take over your life. And you won't know what happened when the zombies hit you. Right? Basically. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have enough of this before it starts to ombre out. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna let it phase into the next color. Just to be more me. Just to have some flair, you know? Just to have some flair to this. I'm not gonna be in the same cookie cutter as everybody else. I'm gonna be me. I don't like being in the same cookie cutter as everybody else. I think outside the box. Maybe that's what makes me, well, me. Yes, maybe that is what makes me, me. And here's something. Have you ever tried to call the YouTube creators number for like YouTube? And then it's a completely automated system and it hangs up on you. Like, what is that? It hangs up on you. And the callback during work hours, like when it's actually work hours, when it's actually work hours, but they hang up on you anyway, because why? You're too lazy to answer the phone. It's like me being your advocate because, you know, I'm just going to be straightforward and cut to the chase and tell you the truth. A little ways on this one to go. Oh, and I'm still excited for Rocco, from Roaming with Rocco, to do his exciting video for you guys soon. Oh my gosh, yeah, stay tuned for that. Won't be on my channel. It'll be on his channel. Let me get a drink of water. It'll be on his channel. But I'm excited for it. It's a new step in his life. And no, we're not. We're friends. I hear that Nugget Shooter invited Rocco out for something next fall. And I think that's great because he's gonna go. He's gonna go. Nugget Shooter, I have to catch up on your videos. Flu Boo right there. I think I did. Redo that one. Yeah, I did Flu Boo. I did a single instead of a double. It's like, wait, did I mess up on something? Absolutely I did, but I can correct that. Although before this starts to ombre, I'm starting to have like a little bit of, do I want to really use that, or do I want to wind that off and just go to a different color? And then what color do I want to use? I don't know. I don't know because I really don't. I'm kind of like on the fence about this light lavender color. On the fence about that one. Kind of into the deeper tones more than a light tone. I might switch that out. So let me go ahead and do that and I'll be right back. It takes a little while to separate the colors. So 1 moment, please. Or a little while. Now I fully have that color separated. I know that took a little while. Wow. Now see, this is a ball of yarn. This is a skein of yarn. Big difference. Why are you educating us on all this? Because it's good to know the difference. Knowledge is power. That's actually true. Knowledge is power. Yeah. Knowing all this knowledge, it's a good thing to know things. And, okay, got those ends tied together. And I clipped them back a little. I didn't want those ends too long on that. And we'll take some of this darker lavender and work that into it as an ombre color. So as soon as this is done being in here, it's going to ombre into the darker lavender tone. And that's gonna, I think that's gonna work a lot nicer than that lighter lavender with this deep purple. I really do. I think that's gonna look nicer. But that's just me. Pay attention to what I'm doing here. That helps. And through, and 1, 2, and 2. 1, 2, and 2. 1, 2, and 2. 1, 2, and 2. And again, this is going to be our inside part, so we're not going to have to worry about this. And now this is where this is going to ombre. And we are so far from the back of this. It's, yeah, we're getting there though. But this started to ombre before we got to the back, and I'm not ripping all this out just because it's going to start to ombre. Two and 2. We did 1, 2, and 2, so you're not confused. 1, 2, and 2. 1, 2, and 2. And then you start to notice this huge difference. 2 and 2. And I really enjoyed teaching you guys because, you know, on a scale of anything, I know I have some of you that always come back and you always thank me for teaching you. And I appreciate that because I also happen, I mean, take this into perspective. We can only watch so many channels, and I've said this before. We can be put down as a viewer of so many channels, but we can literally, in retrospect, literally in physiology, view so many of people. Think about that. How many people can you actually, in reality, view? I mean, if you're viewing 1,000 people, hey, what you doing in your day? I'm trying to do stuff. I'm trying to keep my creative calm, flowing, and also when stuff like this happens, I like to be able to bring you guys the truth. Do I like that color? You know, it's all right when I get to the darker part of it. It seems to be okay when you get to the darker part of it. One, two, and three. One, two, and through. That's how you can always think of this. Put that in there. Go through 1, 2, and through. 1, 2, and through. 1, 2, and through. And I'm trying not to make this video super long like the last one. So I'll go ahead and pause this, take this part to, I mean, I know I'm almost to the back. I'll just go ahead and take it to that back area, and then we'll take it on to the next step to start bringing it all in to close off the top, because we're actually probably almost to that point with this hat. This is one of the quicker hats to make. I mean, there are other hats that are pretty quick to make, but this is one of the quicker ones to make. You can also take the same patterning and make a collar. You can make a collar for a sweater with the same pattern, and it goes pretty quick. You can also make a shirt pattern collar with this. Pretty much. Let's say you have a sweater that you just pull over and you want a nice collar for it, or you just want to make some sort of patterned collar. This would work. I'll probably choose that as my thumbnail, right? Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, now I took this all the way around to the back and went ahead and hooked that off there, and then we're going to continue around. But before we do that, you know, the thing we have to do is see how far along we are on this. That is one thing that is a must. So let's do that. I think this has gotten pretty far. Like I said, it's a quick hat pattern. Look, it's all flappy. It's like one of them fancy lady hats. But yes, now definitely, this is funny now. Okay, before we even put it up this way permanently, it's funny. Indeed, it is. Royally funny. You know, now this kind of reminds me of one of those British royal hats that they wear over there. It does kind of remind me of that now. So, and then it flaps when their antennae go down. But okay, and then I'm just gonna pull this in and then come to the top of this, and then we'll call it a hat of ombre color, because this is a lighter color here, and it went dark, and now we're going to another lighter color, the dark lavender, even though I believe there's an even darker lavender, but I call that one a light purple. But yeah, yeah. So, what are we gonna do to pull that in? I'll show you that real quick. Let me put my antennae back in my hair and grab the hook we've been using for this. I don't like to change up my hook sizes in the middle of crocheting because I figure that kind of messes it all up when you're crocheting. To me, I think it kind of messes it all up. But that's just my thought. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stick with a double crochet. Okay, so when we do this, we're going to skip these two right here. Like skip it. We'll skip the one. Okay, we'll just skip one. Okay, go through one, go through two, go through two. Okay, because we need to bring this in now. Skip one, go through one, there. Okay, go through one, go through two, go through. Skip. And this happens. Go through one, go through two, and go through. It's going to bring your hat in. Through one, go through two, go through. Now, I've done this with plenty of hats. Don't worry about it. You can do a single crochet if you want, but I've done this with plenty of hats. And they've come out pretty darn nice. Now, I'm going to do this all the way around until we come back here, and I will be back with that. My friend's son loves gaming. He's funny. So I've done this all the way around, and once again, we are going to try this on, and it should be a lot better and be able to stand up. Look how royal that is. It's all crownish and everything. Now this will stand in firmer, as you can see. It does really look like one of those old hats. It really does. I don't know if I'm really going to keep this hat. I got to thinking about it. Like, I like the colors. I do like the purple tones in this hat. And when I'm finished with it is when I will actually make my decision if I want to keep it or give it away. So, I don't know. We'll figure this out. Again, I don't want this video to be too long. It's already almost into 40 minutes long. I don't want to make it super long like the last one because, you know, people get a little bored. A hat like this for me usually takes a couple hours. If not an hour, it takes me a couple of hours to make. And I don't want to bore you with that. So that's another thing is I don't want to bore you with, you know, all of that, even though it's for teaching, and teaching videos are not always for kids. Like I explained in another video, YouTube has GED programming. They have college level programming in their education area. So that's why I was bringing to you guys that's why I will be bringing to you guys in the description box the link for the lawyer for social media. Lovely, right? that you guys know that on purpose, Google did what they did to try to scare the masses. I told you guys they were trying to scare the masses. Did I not? I did. I told you they were just trying to scare the masses. And that's why I didn't go running scared. That's exactly why I did not go running scared. Okay. I will do this maybe for about, I don't know, another 5 or 10 minutes. But okay, now that we're into this part, we're again going to skip over, but I'm going to skip this one and this one because we really need to pull that in. But how are we going to do this part? You know, we're going to start off with single crochets. We're just bringing this in though. We're bringing it in, and we brought that in with a single crochet. Now we're just going to single crochet this all the way around through every hole. Through every hole now. We just want to bring that in a little bit in the back by skipping 2 and then going through every one of these along the way. And then I'll be back with that part as soon as I'm done with my single crochet around. I'm actually going to do 2 lines of single crochet around, and then I'll be back with that. Okay, and then of course, you know, we've brought this 2 lines of single crochet. Look how much difference that is in the patterning. This is what I was talking about earlier in the other video with the patterning, and now you can really tell the difference. And we are around to the back of this again with the single crochet, just bringing that in there. So again, and you know I don't have the other hook in my hair, so we can see how much progress we have on this hat now. Oh, look, that's bringing that in rather nicely, isn't it? Like I said, I'm not really too sure if I want to keep this hat for me. I know you guys can't really see the purple tones too good, and that's quite the shame. I'm not really too sure I want to keep this purple for me. I wish you guys could really see the purple. But it's pre-evening. The sun is now out in the pre-evening. Isn't that a shame? That's a shame. So yeah, we'll finish this off with just lines of single crochet all the way around until we close it off, and that's how we do this. But in order to do that, again, hold on, let me get this all straightened out here. Because that helps to have it all straightened out. On the back portion, and the reason that we bring it in on the back portion, especially on the inside, is not too many people, if you do it clean enough, are going to pay attention to that and dog your work. Because as long as you keep it like very clean, nobody will ever notice. So skip 2, bring it in, okay, skip 2, bring it in. Now this is totally going to start tightening up your hat around to the top. And now just go back into doing a single crochet in every hole. So as long as you skip 2 on the back twice and then start bringing it in that way, and then do one in each, one single crochet in each. You'll definitely notice the difference in how your work flows. You'll definitely notice the difference in that, because this goes so much quicker. It definitely does go so much quicker. I mean, come on, we started this earlier. I had to cut and then go eat, and then I'm going to do this again. And every time I bring this around, when I go to get to a certain point where it gets smaller, I'll come back with that. And I just heard a camera click, and I don't even know why. But hey, whatever. There's weird things that go on in this house. I'll be right back. Again, this is now smaller at the top because I've done a lot of rows. I just kept going and going and going, and that's basically what you do to pull it in, is you just keep going and going and going. And on the back, of course, you skip a few stitches, and then again I'm going to do that. As you can tell, it's getting darker. It's 4:44, even numbers. That's a sign of stuff. At least it's not 3:33. That's half evil. Yeah, it is. So again, now this time, because we need to pull this in tighter, you're like, how many have we skipped? 3. 3. Yeah, I said 3. But here's the thing, is you gotta try to keep this one tight. Now this is kind of hard when you do this, is to keep that one right there tight. So what I do is I have to remember to cinch that in with your fingies and pull it through. And it can get a little tricky there. And just single crochet all the way around. Now see, that's a little tricky spot, but in the back you can't really tell that you've done that. Can't really tell that you did it. Ta-da! I know it's getting dark in here. I know. Am I going to apologize for that? No, not really, because I can bring the light down here. The lamp doesn't have a lampshade on it. I wasn't going to spend an extra $5 after I spent $7 for the lamp. I'm not going to be paying $12 altogether for a small lamp. So anyway, we'll do this. We'll come back with an almost finished hat in just a few moments. And every time you come around the back, you want to skip. Okay, you want to skip 3. And you're trying to get this one really tight, so pull on that. And then pull that through. Okay. And we'll be done with this hat soon. So every time you come to the back, just repeat that process with your single crochet of skip 3 holes, kind of cinch it together like you've been seeing me do, and then pull a loop through those 2 holes. And I'll be back. I tried this on before coming back real quick, and it is a lot smaller. So I'll be back with the ending portion of this because, and I mean the ending portion, because as you can see, the top of this with the ombre color, and this will fit nice. Like I said, I'm not too sure if I want this for myself. We'll see after I'm completely done with this, and it can go completely over your ears, which is nice. It's nice, and it fits nice. I'm just not too sure it's like really me, you know, because I like my long hair. You guys know I like my long hair. And I'm not too sure yet, but we'll see. I'll be right back. If I did decide to keep it, then I would have to do like that messy bun thing, like what Juliet did on her hat before she left. Excuse me. And have to leave like the opening, but like I said, you guys have to excuse me. I don't know where all that's coming from. Yeah, see, that's not even showing you guys the correct color of this hat. I'm just not really sure it's me. Yeah, maybe it would look best on someone else. I don't know. Maybe it's because I have my glasses on. Okay, it doesn't even look good with my glasses off, so I guess I'll have to finish it and then give it away. I'll have to finish it and then give it away. I mean, if it's nice, it's comfortable, not too tight, it's not too loose, and yeah, I'll be right back. It's getting to the point on this where it actually needs to start being closed off, and to do that, I'm going to, and I know I'm not at the back yet, and I'm almost out of this color, and then it's going to ombre onto this one, and I don't want that to happen. Oh my gosh! Because then I'd rather have an ombre back to this color. That's the difficult thing when it comes down to these hats, and you actually needed to singularly, that's a difficult word, you say that 3 times, come back to a color that you started with, right? Because that's like one of the most difficult things to make happen when you're making a garment, and you need to get this to start closing off, then you skip 2, and then just go ahead and pull that. And again, that helps to pull this in, because now we're actually at the back of this, where you're going to skip again, bring this in, pinch it, but I just want you to bring that loop through. I don't want you to do anything but to bring that loop through. Now that has made that subsequently smaller. So you basically get what I mean by this. I've shown you guys how to make a lot of hats on my channel. So, sorry, I've sat so long my hip hurts, and I have a doctor's appointment in the morning, and it's after 5, and I literally have to get my things ready for morning. So, yeah, I think I will probably, oh yeah, there's the end of that color. So see, I can go to the end of that color, which is right in here, because that's right here actually. Snip that and then take off this purple. I wish you guys could see it as I see it. It's not blue, it's actually purple. And, oh my gosh, I'm having problems seeing the end of that in here because it's so darn dark in the office that I actually need to go in my room with this. It'd be a lot better light than in here. Even though I got a light for in here, right? That was the purpose of getting that light, so that we could have light in the office when I teach you. Yeah, so you will just, make another ball of yarn out of that color, and then skip to the next color in here, tie that to the end of this, and then, I'm going to end this video for tonight because I really do have to get ready for a doctor's appointment tomorrow to consult with my actual doctor instead of some nurse practitioner that had no idea what she was talking about. There you go. Anyway, I'm going to leave that link. Now that you really know, we are not the ones in trouble. It's only Google/YouTube that is legally in trouble, not us. The Federal Trade Commission does not plan on suing any YouTube creators. Again, that was their scare tactic to see which ones of us would stay. It's more like a population control tactic to see which ones of us in the population, of YouTube were strong enough to stand by. Stand by. Well, guess what? Strong enough to bring it to you. So everybody out there, stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. And when I get back to this, probably in the morning, because I really do have to get ready to go for morning. So yeah, I'll teach you guys this in the morning before I have to roll out. I will see you for that to finish up this hat. Sound like an idea? I think it does. Anyway, good night, everyone.